Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And today, if you don't mind, I'd like to continue on with the 31 days of cop films and gangster films from the year 1970 to the present day. And so because of the wide expanse of years, there is, I think, there are so many films to choose from. But that's part of the fun, is to make those choices. And the choice that I have today in regards to the police film or cop film genre or category or subcategory is a very special one from a very special and brilliant filmmaker. And this is a film that is described as being from 1996. It has a really legendary, remarkable cast, included in which are, for example, Ron Canada and Chris Cooper and Elizabeth Pena and Clifton James, Joe Morton, Frances McDormand, and it has Matthew McConaughey and Chris Christopherson and others. And this is from the brilliant writing and mind and direction of this filmmaker and artist who is the one, the only, John Sayles. This is the work from John Sayles, which is Lone Star. Lone Star is a work that is like all of John Sayles' works. It is a film that is about many things at once. It's a film about this local community in the Lone Star State. And we have the present day with the characters, for example, Chris Cooper character and Elizabeth Pena character, and their dealings with each other and also the other people in the community. And Chris Cooper's character in particular being a figure in law, the law enforcement, the police, but also there are unearthed throughout the course, or beginning at the very start of the film, there are the hidden secrets of this community and this town and these people from past generations, and how these secrets become unearthed, and slowly but surely the veil is dropped, and through an investigation of past events from many years back, from past generations that might have to do with murder or police corruption, or the community-wide sense of corruption that also has its roots or is involved with or is otherwise affected by emotional states of mind, the relationships with characters, both on a personal, intimate level, but also on a level involving class, community, race, through these mixtures and machinations of plot and development that transcend both space and time, indeed cross-generational storytelling at its finest. We come to realize that this is a truly deep and potentially disturbing and complex portrait that is being weaved before our very eyes as we watch this film, and the secrets and the stories that are being told, and the anecdotes that lead to this point, leading to that point, leading to that point, and leading to ultimate confrontations and epiphanies. With this series of multi-weaving of tales and stories and concerns of all the characters involved, we come to realize that this tapestry and this community that's at the heart of this film, Lone Star, is one that is, on the one hand, troubled, but also on the one hand trying to find resolution and resolve. It is a place, and it is these are people and characters that are haunted by the past, and sometimes maybe they don't even know that they're haunted by the past until specific plot events push them forward to try to be compelled or feel compelled to want to know what the truth is, what is hidden all those years ago, what happened all those years ago that caused people to be who they are and where they are at this point in time. And indeed, the risk is ever present to all the characters involved, because just like with any really rich, textured mystery work, that is about police and crime, that is about law and order and justice, but also corruption and fallibility of and the possibility of human corruption. We come to realize that the secrets that are unearthed, and the closer that one gets to the mystery or solving the mystery, that state of, say, plot development leads to certain, say, existential crises of characters, maybe characters realizing that they are not indeed who it is they thought they were, or maybe they realize that they are coming from a place that they didn't originally think that they came from. And so their worlds become upended. Or maybe perhaps this revelation of chaos and disorder is indeed the old order that has always been there. And this idea of the application of law and enforcement and justice is nothing but an illusion. That could be the case, or perhaps there is a more optimistic tone that could be struck. If you haven't seen the film, you have to watch the film to make up your own conclusion, make up your own mind, and to interpret what these various interweaving of tales leads one to feel when we get to the ending of this film, Lone Star. And so it is a brilliant example of the transcending time and space, going back and forth. The stories that are being told lead to further developments and further insights and explorations. Again, the present and past are interlinked. The ghosts of the past leading to secrets of murder and corruption, but also perhaps secrets involving heroism and justice, and also making the right choice. And whatever those consequences might be for the people who live in the present day, how these people then take that information and deal with it, or try to deal with it in terms of how they want to live their own lives. It is all here in this really epic epic film that is also at the same time so intimate and so personal and so lived in, that it makes for one heck of a compelling watch indeed on so many levels. One such level is the way in which time and space interact with each other through the skilled cinematic craft of John Sayles and company here. There are certain, it's amazing to see how time shifts in an instant, imperceptibly, almost without an edit. And so it just becomes a different time and space, and different people involved, and generations are transcended. It occurs right before our very eyes as we were watching, and that's one of the great, beautiful works of magic of this film. Also, another great level is the skill and craft of the storytelling. There are so many stories going on here, and you really feel the circulation, the blood flow, and the ebb and flow of this community. It's a living, breathing community that has its issues, that has its problems, of course, but also has its really strong points and its high points. And so it's a beautiful, natural, organic sense of this place and the people. And that is, I think, due to how well balanced and how finely balanced all the storylines are in this. It is a really intricate and well constructed work, and it also is a work that whose real fine-tuned construction serves to the benefit of the plot development, because this is also in many ways a type of mystery tale, or mystery tales that might have to do with aspects of murder, death, corruption, betrayal, passion, lust, etc., greed, etc. So, in other words, the idea of the intricate plot construction is, I think, it's very key to the development of the plot as it progresses in its incredibly profound and intricate way. So that's one aspect of why the plot, the construction is very key and valuable. Another reason why it could be said that the construction, the tightly knit construction, and the beautifully intricate construction is so strong, or the reason why it serves the film so well, is also because it allows for the epic layering of different levels of society, or different aspects of society. To be more specific, it allows for a multi-linear or multi-dimensional approach to the various people that live in this community, because this is a community that has, or living in it, various people. and we get to know a little bit about each person, and we get a sense, I think a really good strong sense of who these people are and what their what their concerns are, what their issues are, what their hopes and dreams are, and what the challenges to those hopes and dreams might be in their given personal lives and situations. And the fact that we have so many characters, not just in one time, space, and chronology, but multiple chronologies that are so well developed and well balanced that we get to know each character that we meet. That is, I think, another reason why the fine-tuned construction is serves the film so well, because the fine-tuned construction means that we can get to know each of the characters in their own way, in their particular plot or subplot that also feels interconnected and so natural and organic. And that is a great strength of this film, because it is a film also about a community. And it's a community that is made up of many different components. That is also a key part of the thematic concern of Lone Star. So this is also a very strong point. And speaking of the community and the people that make up this community, we have to speak about the performances. These performances are across the board brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. These are amazing performances. We have the what could be described as, well, one of the central performances, because it could be argued that maybe there are more than one "quote unquote" main characters in this film, but one of them being the the uh, the role of law enforcement, the Chris Cooper character, who is dealing with both of the professional challenges in terms of the mystery and investigation and inquiries, but also dealing with the political maneuverings that the townspeople and the various development plans and the future and the past of this town, the economy of this town, what it means to the people around him on a professional level and also on a personal level. Because the personal level involves the characters that he is closely associated with or wants to be closely associated with. For example, the character played by Elizabeth Pena. And also, that is not just a personal level in the present day, but also personal level in the past, because the very critical plot developments of the investigation, of the inquiry into the past, have to do with people that are very close to him in an intimate and familial way. So the past and present, both personal and professional, it is all absorbed in the stories of the characters, such as that played by Chris Cooper. Also, I mentioned Elizabeth Pena, who has an amazing performance, an amazing role here, and she also provides this struggle in terms of the consequences to the present of past generational choices and what that means for her own sense of who she is or who she thinks she is, and the idea or perception of who she thinks she is as an individual, and what it is that she wants and the challenges that she seems to be facing on a professional level and also on a personal level, very, very deep personal level, and how those challenges seem to be directly related to for example, the character played by Chris Cooper. It's a really fascinating and one of the crucial relationships in the film that really propels the film forward. And that's not the only one. There are so many other critical relationships. If we're going to speak, for instance, about the aspect of this film as a police crime thriller, I mean, this is a film that can, I think, wear many hats or genre hats, as a human drama, as a police crime thriller, as a western, as a what might be called a neo noir western, as it were. But we can also talk about it in the context of 31 Days as a police film, and perhaps specifically as a type of police film about, or sorry, a film about or touching upon aspects of corruption and violence, and the idea of law and order, or figures in the position of meting out justice and law and order, in fact, doing quite the opposite. And what I'm referring to, for example, some of the just volatile, towering performances of people like, for example, Chris Christopherson. Chris Christopherson here gives a oh my goodness, I'm almost at a loss for words. It's a brilliant performance in a film that is filled with brilliant performances. When he's on screen, it's just one's jaw becomes open, and one doesn't know what's going to happen next. It's that kind of level of intensity and unpredictability and volatility, and things that happen by him or regarding him have so many consequences, far-reaching, that it boggles the mind. And so the way he is able to play those scenes and the people around him, it's just truly breathtaking indeed. So those are examples of the compelling nature, the brilliant nature, the ever absorbing nature of a work like Lone Star, which, as I say, is a work from the brilliant mind of John Sayles. And it's so brilliant for many reasons, one of which is that it operates on so many levels at the same time, and it always feels natural and organic. And it feels like it is telling a story or stories in a bold and dynamic way that also feels very intimate, at the same time far-reaching and epic and broad in scope, that crosses time, space, generations, and trying to get at the heart of what happened, trying to unearth secrets, trying to get at the truth. And my goodness, what a bold and inventive journey, or series of journeys, this film is. This is the work from John Sayles, which is Lone Star. Okay, my dear friends, so that's it for now. And so until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great, great movies. Thank you so much, as always, for your time. I very, very much appreciate it. Stay strong, stay safe, and cheers.